Hey guys,
Hey.
we're back.
What's up?
Back with another episode of Run Convos. Yeah. So today's prime workout is just 25 minutes to 30 minutes long distance. It's kind of bad.
Okay, so to kick things off, yesterday Tiffany brought up that people our age, so like 14, 15-year-olds use steroids. And I was really intrigued, so I was like, we've got to talk about that on tomorrow's run.
Yes, for sure. I think mainly like the stories I've heard are from documentaries. The ones like on I don't know, just like the same ones as like true crime documentaries, those kind of documentaries.
Ooh, I loved like the narrator voice.
Yeah.
On point.
Yeah, so I've heard of people or teens, go into drugs because they're in an abusive relationship with their family or something like that. Just really bad circumstances led them to take drugs, especially athletes at our age who are, or around our age, maybe a little older, probably like 16, 17. And for, the athletic pressure in high school, because it's so competitive, people get pressured into doing steroids because, it makes you more physically strong temporarily.
Right.
And yeah, they just see the short-term benefits.
I'm just really wondering how that affects their development.
Yeah. I've also wondered like, what happens if they stop using it? Like, do they regress? Like,
yeah, are they just gonna like deflate?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think like taking steroids, just like even if the drug itself isn't causing it causes a lot of mental problems because deep down inside that your success is only a result of the drug,
Right.
not because of your hard work or diligence.
Yep.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. I mean, most people that I know or that I've watched that took steroids, they were having a mental problem. They were going at rock bottom, So
Yeah, like no one voluntarily gets into that stuff.
right.
It's definitely something that people like do when they're desperate. For us, this is actually like a different experience because the girls and boys are practicing separately.
Yeah,
And
last
every
season.
time it's on track, we practice together.
Yeah, last season it was all together. By the way, today is like a really nice day. It's not too cold, not too warm like last time, and I finally wore the appropriate outfit
Yeah.
for the weather. Yeah.
Same.
Recently, like when it's really cold, I've been wearing like capris and a short sleeve, and when it's hot, I'm wearing like sweats and a hoodie. But now, I got the perfect outfit.
I really love the weather today because there's a nice breeze, but not so much of a breeze that like it feels like you're running against a brick wall.
Right.
So, how was your day today?
It was pretty good. I have a couple quizzes tomorrow or this week. What about you?
It was kind of boring. I did a lot of work in my classes, and I have a lot of homework. But I've just been like enjoying the weather. It's so nice.
Right.
I was fortunate enough to eat my lunch outside today.
Oh,
And it felt
nice.
so good.
That must be nice. Yeah, being at home, gotta eat. I was about to say eat home at lunch. It's eat lunch at home. Yeah.
Like, do you feel like you've been treated any differently now that our school is fully in person as a remote student?
I feel like we have some sort of privilege a little bit. Because we're allowed to like leave early in class. Like, let's say we get the classwork done for the day. Like, usually the teacher lets us off early and I can take a breather, relax. But like the people in class, they have to stay in school, obviously.
Right.
So that's why I feel like I have that privilege,
That's nice. Something else that I've been noticing is that like the remote kids can only work with remote kids. Like, there's not a lot of in-person people.
True.
To work with them. True. So I feel like it kind of sucks. It's like not great people to work with online.
Yeah.
Okay, we just moved into lanes 5 and 6.
Yeah.
The boring train lanes.
The lanes that always feel longer.
Yes. But luckily, like, this is time, so it's not really changing anything. But
When you were in the meet, have you ever been in lane 5-6?
I do the longer races, so we don't really start in a lane. I've only been
right, sorry.
Yeah, and the meets that I've been in always in lane like 3 or 4, like dab smack in the middle, like pretty much that area.
I think for me, I've been in usually middle lanes, 3, 4, and lane 1. But I've only been lane 6 one time. But that was because we had too many Jericho kids and I had to like step in, you know?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but usually I'm in like 3, 4, 5, or 2 actually.
Wow, those are the fast kid lanes.
Really? I didn't know that.
In distance races, they put the fastest in lane 1 or like towards that area and the slowest on the outside.
But then again, the only real race I've done is our 200 and 400. And usually like for shorter events like 155, there's not really much of a difference, you know?
Personally, I would definitely like to be for like a sprint on the outside or the inside, just so like in the middle I would kind of feel like a sardine with like everyone around me. I mean, I need my space.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I feel like in the middle, being in the middle, it's kind of intimidating. Like especially before race, pre-race, it gets really nerve-wracking for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like waiting at the line, you don't know who's faster, who's gonna win, you know? It's really kind of stressful.
Yeah, and then like the referees there, the competitors are talking to each other. Some of like the showy kids are like doing their plyos, their jumps, their special stretches.
Yeah. And also like, you know, like you're waiting for the gun to blow off. That's
that's like one of the scariest things ever.
It is so scary.
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but boys track is actually doing a bleachers workout. So from our end, it sounds like
a stampede.
Yeah. We were also yesterday talking about like how mental sports is, and I think that definitely applies to like being in lane 5 or 6. It's such a mental thing to like know that you're doing a little bit.
Right. Just the fact that you know that the people in the middle lanes are probably the fastest, that's just a huge mental setback, you know?
Yeah. Like, I know that debate isn't really a sport, but like, people kind of look at it as a sport, but it's pretty...
It exercises your brain, for sure.
Yeah, like usually at most tournaments, the last few rounds before elims are weighted rounds. Oh, no, excuse me, power match rounds. So you go against someone who has like pretty much the same record as you. So it doesn't feel great when that person's not very good.
Right.
Because that means that you know that you don't have a great record. So you just have to like ignore that.
Right.
And do the best you can do.
Yeah. I mean, recently I haven't been in any competitions, but back a couple years ago when I still did piano competitions, it was exactly the same thing, you know, auditioning. Even though you're not like, you can't see your opponents, that's even worse. You don't even know who your opponents are, you know?
Yeah.
So definitely, I think the most important thing in achieving something is just having the proper mindset.
Right. And also, going back to debate, I know I'm probably going to talk about debate a lot on this podcast. But you see who you're competing against before the round starts. It will say like, Jess versus Tiffany starting in 5 minutes. And then sometimes I'll see like, oh my gosh, this person won Lakeland, and now I'm going against them. Not a great feeling. Some people have like gained a really good reputation, so it's really scary seeing their name next to yours. But you just have to power through.
Right, definitely.
And you don't know who they are.
Yeah, definitely those who have like a head start in competitions, that always makes you feel more pressured when competing in anything.
Confidence is definitely a big thing. Like,
right, for sure. Self-esteem.
Yeah. If you look confident, you're gonna scare your opponents.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of gruesome, but it's true.
It's all about intimidation.
Like, I've won some debate rounds, not because of my arguments, not because of my speaking, just because I looked confident. Like, some judges just play on their phones, and they can like feel your confident vibes.
Right.
Don't think you're winning when you're really not.
Yeah, for sure. Confidence is very important. Something I need to work on, you know?
Yeah, because like we were talking about this the other day. It's so hard to find a balance between like confidence and narcissism, and modesty and self-hate.
Yeah, in today's society, it's so mixed up now. Like, you can't even tell whether you're being narcissistic or being too modest, you know?
Right, like all those haters, if someone's being modest, the haters will be like, why don't you love yourself? But if someone's like being proud of themselves, they're like, please stop bragging. I feel like the world is kind of like almost toxic in that people are focusing more so on others than themselves now more than ever because of social media, where you just scroll through pictures of others pretty much.
Right.
For everyone listening, please just focus on yourself. Like, what other people think about you doesn't matter, and thinking about other people in negative ways and expressing that's just plain cruel. You can think whatever you want, but like, filter what you say, because you might not think something hurts, but someone else definitely will. Like, I know that I'm an older sister, but sometimes I'll make snide comments on my brother, or snide comments, I'm sorry, I can't speak, and I'll think that they're like not offensive at all, but then he'll start crying and it was offensive to him. So just really think about who you're talking to, and like what the impact of what you might say could be.
Right, for sure. And also focusing on yourself as well, because in the end of the day, you know what, if you have all these friends, like imagine if you have all these friends and they all leave for some reason, in the end of the day, you still have yourself. In the end of the day, it's your life. You should control what you decide, what you do in your life, and that's really the life lesson here, you know?
Yeah, like she said, you're gonna have to live with yourself for eternity.
Right, like Kira in the past episode, she mentioned a quote from Warren Buffett, you know, your mental health and your body is a lifetime. You do not get it again. It's a one-time thing. So learn to cherish it while you can, you know?
And this is coming from Warren Buffett, one of the most successful people ever to live.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure also I saw something crazy, like he eats 5 hamburgers a day. I don't know if that was him or someone else, but like I know that a lot of those rich guys don't have the best diets.
Yeah, I mean, being rich comes with a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah, it does not mean being happy at all.
Right.
Like, I used to associate like success and happiness, richness and happiness, but now I'm kind of like second guessing that.
Right. No, it's kind of like the blind truth, you know? Success looks happy at first, you know?
Yeah.
But really, there's just a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that came into creating that success.
Right, but like, what is success? What does success mean? Success only has value because we gave success value. Everything that we think is valuable is only valuable because humans gave value to it.
Right.
So who knows if success in and of itself is valuable?
Yeah. I definitely think success is very much on a personal level. And there are so many ideas and levels of success, you know? Yeah, success can mean winning a race for one person. Another thing could be, you know, drinking enough water each day. You know, there's just all these different types of success and achievements based on who you are.
Right, and there's like not a single route to success. Like, not everyone has to like go to Harvard and become a doctor. Like, we can all succeed in different ways. And even if that's your dream, let's say you want to go to Harvard and become a doctor. You might not get accepted to Harvard. But once again, there are many paths to success. Try to transfer to Harvard. Go there for graduate school.
Right,
like, keep on pushing.
Right. Yeah, I think definitely another important lesson is you have to fail. Every gain comes with a sacrifice, you know?
Yeah.
And if you don't see yourself failing, that's the wrong side, dude. Like, you need to fail. Like, oh, that sounds really bad in a way. Like, I'm not encouraging you to like purposely fail, but if you're trying to get somewhere that's really difficult and you come through a lot of obstacles, that's supposed to happen. And don't feel embarrassed that you're going through these obstacles, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Like, every single person, I would say, above the age of 2 has failed at something at some point in their life. Maybe even one or like 1 day old.
Yeah.
Everyone's failed. Some people hate to admit it, but like,
That's the beauty of being humane, you know?
yeah.
Humans are not perfect. And that's just how nature is.
That's what distinguishes us from mindless AI and robots. That's what makes us human. That's,
So true.
yeah. Like, if you want to be a robot, by all means, become some soulless, emotionless, meaningless thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I said, failure is really meaningful because that's how you learn. That's how you learn to succeed.
Right.
It's through failure. And success wouldn't mean anything if failure didn't exist.
Yeah.
If everyone would succeed.
Success is a very difficult thing because not many people have the proper mindset for it.
Right. Like, I see so many people, and sometimes myself too, like, really breaking down when we fail. And you just really have to think about tomorrow. Think about the next week. Think about how you're going to work towards your goals. And make sure that next time you can succeed. But if you still fail, it's no big deal. You're just getting stronger.
Yeah. I think something good to remember is like treat failure as progress.
Yeah.
Don't think of it as something that stops your progress. It continues your progress in it.
We're at 18 minutes right now.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to do this pretty well.
Yeah.
And then, like, I guess maybe we should talk about something a little lighter.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about 2 really loaded things.
Yeah.
Drugs and existential philosophy.
Yep.
So I guess, how about shoes? Like, what kind of shoes do you like to run in? Do you have any preferences?
Well, right now I have trainers, and trainers usually have thicker soles, so they're easier for me to run in, and I don't get as much foot impact or whatever it's called. But for races, I have a lot more thinner shoes. I'm actually thinking of getting spikes racers.
Oh, right, yeah. Our coach actually sent us a thing about there being a sale
Yeah.
at a store. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking about going there next weekend.
Me too.
And getting new shoes too.
We might meet each other there.
That would be pretty sick.
Yep.
Yeah, anyways, for me, I really like Brooks shoes. I started wearing them in 8th grade, and I just love the brand. The shoes look okay, not great, but like, I love the cushioning and the support. I only have 1 pair of shoes, but definitely this weekend, I'm gonna take advantage of this sale and hopefully get a pair of racing shoes.
Right.
Because the shoes I have right now are more of like training shoes.
Yeah. I've always been a Nike person, but then again, I've never really tried other brands. Oh no, I did get Adidas once.
Ooh.
But definitely, I feel like I can try other brands in the future.
I'm honestly just gonna like take whatever on sale
Yeah.
this weekend.
All right. So I think that was a really good talk.
Definitely.
Any closing thoughts, Jess?
Just believe in yourself. That's all I have to say. That goes
Yeah.
a long way in life and succeeding, failing, whatever. Just believe in yourself, guys.
Yep. Keep up. All right. See you guys in the next one.
Bye.